source for all the stuff you care about. I'm Kevin Pereira.
Good to see you, Kev.
It's almost as if you're being paid to do that. Thank you.
And I'm Candace Bailey. But not for me.
Like
that was because they like me.
They love you.
We're coming to you live from the G4 studios in Los Angeles. On the show today, the rough and tumble Jeremy Allen White from Shameless will be here live. He might start a fight club.
Ooh.
Just a heads up.
Nice.
Yeah. You excited? Nice.
Yeah, I'd watch you fight, Sarah.
You watched us fight. Oh,
that is true.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that happens. It did.
Yeah. I watched it again and again and again.
Okay. Then Kevin and I lose control of our limbs when we take on the electrode challenge. Oh, this is going to be great. Crazy science plus crazy stunts equals one of our best ideas ever.
Worst idea ever. It's not fun. It kind of hurts.
Oh, stop
it's a good thing
being
I'm all man because I don't think it hurts at all. But Candace complained a lot, but it's fine. Whatever.
No, it's just a cut to me. I was
Were you
thirsty.
swallowing your own fear? Or was that a...
I was drinking my tea. I need my caffeine. I've been sick.
Okay.
I didn't know they were going to cut.
Let's move this one on. Plus, to talk to Kate Beckinsale and the other stars of Underworld Awakening, Chris Gore dressed up like a vampire. Which is weird, but Kate seemed into it, so whatever. And at Gadget Pr0n, we've got what might be the ultimate camera phone. It's the HTC Amaze. Apparently, the only way to improve an 8-megapixel camera is to add 4G connectivity. So, there you go.
Well, okay.
How about that Josh Duhamel? What a dreamboat. Anybody? Any Duhamel fans here? Anybody?
What does he have to do with anything?
Huh? He has everything to do with anything because he's that amazing. How dare you?
He's pretty hot.
But do you think that's all?
If you do, you don't know Sarah Underwood.
Hey, Sarah Underwood.
Welcome back, Candace. I missed you yesterday.
Sarah, I missed you too.
Oh,
it's good to see you.
Oh, I miss both of you.
Oh, get out of here.
Anyways, Apple just made a big announcement, you guys. It's reinventing the textbook. Yes. Plus, it looks like yesterday's internet protest against SOPA actually worked. I'm going to have all the details in the feed.
Say that to Mega Upload. Am I right, nerds? Because
Yeah, but we'll talk about that too.
plug pulled.
We'll talk about that too.
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sarah.
All right, it's time right now to run down the top 5 things on the web.
All right.
Hey, let's do this. Let's go around the net.
And at number 5 today, it's a classic matchup. You know,
Oh, one of those.
the old skateboarder versus fountain.
Guess who doesn't win?
Oh, well. That was cute. Hair helmets are bad helmets. They're just incredibly inefficient.
Wise words.
Yes.
And they absorb more polo pee from fountains.
That is true.
They do.
Skater hair is like the ShamWow for hobo urine. Right.
It just mops it all
I
up.
got a feeling you must have a story about peeing in a fountain or something. Well, she had one about peeing on a dog pad in the back of a van. Remember that classic tale?
Okay, no, I've never peed in a fountain, but I pee in the pool. But who, honestly,
Wait, you mean
who doesn't pee in the pool? If you say you don't pee in the pool, you're lying.
How about anybody who's older than this many? Those are people that don't pee in the pool because you can recognize you need to urinate, and so you leave the body of water.
You know how much I have to pee as is?
Got it.
Imagine me in a pool of water. I just constantly have to pee.
Your Evite has been revoked for my pool party this summer.
It's not weird. It happens.
No, it happens if you urinate inside of a pool. Yes, then it happens.
Which it happens all the time for me. Oh, don't give me those. We're gonna move on. No fun, people.
What? All right, guys, let's get wild. Let's get wild tonight. Let's go to the local Y and just urinate in the shower. Let's just swim around in our own filth. Why not? Disgusting.
Right. Fine, you can just swim in mine. In number 4 today, a recent weather report from the BBC.
Yes, it turns out that people in the UK are either very naive or they know how to make even the filthiest phrases sound adorable.
Something that made me laugh this morning was, I just had a tweet from Alan in North Yorkshire who says, where he is, it's wetter than an otter's pocket. Never heard that before. Yes, that's really good. It made me laugh, and it is too.
Okay, as far as I'm concerned, an otter's pocket is just the place a mammal puts its paws to keep warm.
She got that right. It's also, it's innocuous as a term, kind of like a wombat sack. You know, it's fine, you know.
Or an eel sleeve.
Yeah, or squirrel curtains. Right?
Right.
That's it. In at number 3 today, the inspiring. There went our daytime Emmy. We were so close today. I thought because Candace admitting that she still urinates in pools. I thought, man, we were close to something.
The Electro Challenge is going to bring it back.
That's right. That's right.
Bring it back.
Okay. Always the optimist.
Yep. What's at number 3 today, Kevin?
In at number 3 today, an inspiring tale of the generational gap being overcome through the use of technology.
Usually when a kid rolls through a hood in his tricked out hoon blasting his hip-hop music through its bitchin' woofers, it's cause for alarm for all the squares in the area. What?
Where did you learn to talk like that?
I read an issue of Street Life for debutantes this morning.
Oh, okay, well, that makes sense.
Pirate Life, too.
That's she's got scurvy. That's all I see. That could be a new Photoshop low for our show in the best way possible. Can I see that again? Can we pull that up? Do we still have that? I gotta get how to turn your parasol into a taser. All right, I take back everything said. That's brilliant.
Anyway, so I read that this morning.
Yeah, of course.
Anyway, today's number 3 item is different. So enjoy.
Uh-oh, we got some.
The other night.
What?
Were you parked here the other night?
I think so, yeah.
Because I live on the other side. I mean, my house is 426 feet, and we heard rumbling, and I said, it's going to be a car stereo.
Oh,
and
no, I'm sorry about that.
No, I'm just...
I apologize. I usually try to not bother
we
people.
Thought we were hallucinating. You caught, and it was like, what's that noise? Because, I mean, I was on the top of the hill, and I heard it.
No.
My headphones on, and I said, boy, that's awful bassy today. That's cool, dude. Tell my girlfriend about that. She's gonna flip. We were like said, what the is that? And we went outside and it was gone.
Yeah, I can't take it anymore. Shut it off.
Aren't you a drummer?
God.
I thought you liked loud music.
No, the music was fine. It was the accents. Horrible accents. Where were those people from?
Massachusetts?
Oh, man, everyone sounds like a vuvuzela from there. The bass,
It's over.
Thank
You're
you.
okay.
Thank you. Sold it. And at number 2, we have a romantic moment between a girl and a zebra.
Romantic?
Of course.
I have like crumbs. Oh my gosh, I'm scared.
Drag out the lady wine. I mean, what a whiner. You gotta let it go.
Come on, Kevin. If that happened to you, you would freak out.
No, I would not.
Yes, you would.
Now, if history is our guide, no, I would not. I did not freak out when that koala nibbled on me in Australia. I still got that.
Okay,
That was
but
like
you know
15
what?
minutes of koala love.
Koalas are cute. I would take that too.
Or how about this?
What happened?
Ferrets.
Still ahead, a stunning innovation in motion capture technology pops up in our number 118. I had a ferret once.
You think I would have taken off the sock before dressing the wound? No?
I like
Maybe
it.
not?
It's good. from the fine folks at Funny or Die.
Yes, right now Hollywood is trying to figure out if Andy Serkis deserves an Oscar nomination for pretending to be a monkey in Rise of the Planet of the Apes. Good performance.
But while Andy Serkis might be famous, other motion capture artists have gone unappreciated in Hollywood. Until now.
Inanimate performance capture has become a really useful tool. It's one of the ways technology is changing cinema. And it gives a director, especially more of an actor's director like me, the ability to work with a person instead of an inanimate thing.
You gonna go to the Motion Capture Awards?
I don't know. Who's hosting? Is it Patrick Warburton? Oh, he's great. I love that guy. He's great.
Every pose is different, whether it's a donut, a baseball,
a basketball, a blueberry.
Why would I want a gun to play a gun when these guys are just much better actors than guns?
What we do is take the latest in motion capture technology and lay another layer of technology on top of that.
And then layer another layer on top of that.
Computers are our future. I've always said that.
When people are holding a baseball bat, that's me. When people are sitting on the toilet, that's him.
I am a toilet.
There you go. There you go. So funny.
The mocappies are coming up, right?
No, I think the grippies are first.
No, the grippies are after the mocappies. Are you thinking of the crafties for excellence in craft service? Maybe?
No, I'm pretty sure that's a fake show, Candace, like the Cable Ace Awards. To get your daily viral fix and to check out all the viral videos we have to offer, go to g4tv.com/aroundthenet.
You didn't wait for everyone. That was the first time. What? That was weird. I was waiting.
Sorry?
I was ready to yell around the net, and you just went on with it.
Oh, I'm so sorry to take your dream.
It's okay. Maybe flustered me a little
you
bit.
should think about other. I should think about other people. Like you should think about other people when you're peeing in their pool.
Yeah. We're even.
Swimming in your.
I don't pee in hot tubs.
That doesn't. That doesn't excuse anything else you've said.
Well, that would be wrong. So let's keep going.
Listen, we see a lot of videos here in our Around the Net meetings, one of which was this clip. It's a guy attempting to make breakfast while shocking himself using electro device. And this had us rolling. We were laughing hysterically when we saw this.
Now, how does that work, you ask? Well, here's a short lesson on electrical muscle stimulation. Science!
As you know, to get your body to move, your brain sends electrical signals to your muscles through your spine, which causes them to expand and contract. But now, this effect can be replicated using an EMS device. Using a 9-volt battery, a low-voltage current is delivered through electrodes placed on the skin near your muscles. The current forces them to turn on and off very quickly, which results in a spasm or a twitch. The speed of the twitches are controlled by the device's hertz. So if you want to increase movement, just turn up the hertz. Decrease, you turn them down. You get it. Typically, these devices are used to prevent muscular atrophy after an injury, but they can also be used as a training tool for muscle toning or as a cosmetic aid. That being said, get a doctor's note before you ever try this at home. All right, now that you've been learned on EMS, let's get on to shocking ourselves.
It's so dumb.
No, it's great. It's going to be great TV, Kevin.
No, of course.
So after all that, naturally we thought, why not do this to ourselves?
Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for the Attack of the Show Electrode Challenge! No! That was not a reassuring graphic at all.
No, it's okay. It's fine. You are the one who came up with this idea. Now, to test our abilities while being shocked and to create some great television, we've built an obstacle course of 3 30-second rounds.
Oh, it's so good. The first round, of course, it's speed Jenga. Yeah! So here's the thing. The person that can stack the most Jenga blocks without knocking down the tower will win this round. Yeah. Somehow.
Now, I don't think it's going to happen.
Nope.
For round 2, it's a sandwich-making competition. We have got an assortment of condiments, meats, and veggies. First one to complete their sandwich wins.
All right, the final round, it's an archery contest. The first one to hit the target at all. Just if you nudge the target. If you're in the general vicinity of it, you'll take the round. So we have our units on us now. We're going to go ahead and turn them on and power them up.
This one, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And we're going to go to... Yeah, okay.
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know how it's going.
What?
This
weird doing it to myself.
Okay. Yeah, that's a.
How do I know? Wait, how do I know when it's on 6?
This is a. I could give myself a stranger without consent right now. I've never. That's incredible. Yeah, this is, we're both playing
I'm turning it
invisible
up to 6 and
fiddles.
it's-
You got it?
Oh gosh.
Yeah, I'm up.
Yours is not hard enough.
Give it a second.
Mine is
No, I'm at 6 right now, and that is not. This is not fun or easy. Let's get 30 seconds on the clock and see what happens. All right, you ready?
All right.
30 seconds on the clock. Speed Jenga and go. This sucks. This is the worst.
8, 7, 6.
Oh, come on! I'm taking notice.
3, 2, 1.
Why are you getting a single block? Did you really get that many? What are you at? What are you at? I don't trust that. What is your thing? What is your pack at right now? I don't trust you.
6, Kevin.
I don't trust that at all.
Do you see this hand moving like this? Oh gosh, hold on. I gotta get this on.
Oh yeah, because that's integral to this bit. We gotta make sure the apron's right.
Hey, I don't want to get anything on my cute shirt.
This is the worst idea ever. Okay, 30 seconds on the clock. Sandwich making time. No. Women have a natural +10 to this event, so this is not fair.
One hand. One hand.
Well, you can't open that with one hand.
Yes, you can. Maybe you can.
The cheese is melted.
Damn it! I'm done. That is done. That is a point. That is a point.
Can I wipe my hands on this?
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Let's move it on. All right, final event, archery. First in the turn.
Kevin, do you want to turn it
Is my eye
up?
drooping?
No, it's fine. Let's turn it up.
What do you want to do it to? Okay.
7. Oh, okay.
Smells like burning.
Wait. Remind me really quick. I do it this way, right?
Yeah.
This way. And this one.
Yes,
Okay.
yeah. Point the bow that way. And let's see what happens. We got 30 seconds on the clock. Here we go. And go.
I don't feel like yours is...
Go.
Okay, now I'm getting... Go. Damn it. Jump. Oh, does that count? Are we good?
So lame.
Can we take these things off, please?
Oh, you win.
I went the wrong way. Hey! I swear there was confetti on one side of the studio just then. Wow. Come on, play the air guitar, Bailey.
I'm not even moving my hands.
Oh, man.
That's great. That's great.
Take that to auditions. We'll land a network gig. Now listen, some people get turned on by vampires, right? Vampires are good for some people, like for goth kids or twi moms. Right?
And Chris Gore.
Yeah.
Vampires and werewolves are on the loose. But who cares? Kate Beckinsale is in latex again in Underworld Awakening. Even after 12 years of cryosleep, a vampire-werewolf genocide, and parenting a teenage hybrid, nothing can slow her down. Interesting in this film that the humans are now the villains.
Well, yeah, I know. Well, we had to change it up a little bit, you know. And I think you would, you know, if mass panic was created because people were infected, I think humans probably would be rather brutal. There's your cue.
Copy. Is this kind of a grown-up Underworld?
You know, you could look at it as a grown-up Underworld. I think the stakes are higher. This is interesting, but the mortality of these quote-unquote immortal characters are now in jeopardy.
There are some new improved beasts in this. What's on the menu in this new Underworld?
Well, there's the Uber-Lycan. Basically, they've done kind of genetic tests
and they've kind of enhanced the possibility of the lichen. So there's this huge hulk of a beast that's kind of super hardcore.
Now, I think I dressed appropriately.
You certainly did.
In honor of the film.
Thank you.
But let's talk about something I think we both love. Latex.
Yes.
I think it has a practical function for vampires. Any other type of clothing
would stain. Yeah, it's an easy wipe, basically.
It repels liquid.
Yeah. As long as you have a wet wipe, you're golden. That's generally my motto of life, but especially the best suit.
Now, this is the first 3D movie shot native with the red camera, but it's also an R-rated 3D movie.
It was fun. It didn't change things that much.
No, it didn't. From a technical aspect, it was 45 minutes to change your lens, and it was more time-consuming. But the whole acting thing, it didn't affect it at all.
Yeah.
They've been hiding down here like rats ever since the purge. Something has got them wound up.
Does it hurt if I do this?
No, we're okay with that. And you can have a bunch of garlic. We're a whole different thing.
But just in case you're hungry.
Okay, I'll bear that in mind. I'll come really, really quickly at it, though.
There are worse things in life than death at the bite of Kate Beckinsale. Underworld Awakening. Over-the-top action and bullet ballet remnant of Eastern cinema that's shot in stunning 3D.
So, still ahead, we cover the amazing HTC Amaze in Gadget Pr0n.
And later, Jeremy Allen White from Shameless will be here live. Stick around.
This portion of Attack of the Show is brought to you by Underworld Awakening in 3D. In theaters tomorrow.
A Red Bull, not a soda. An apple juice.
Watch us both jiggle! Oh, I did scuff up the floor.
Oh.
All the news you need to know.
I'm Sarah Underwood. It's Thursday, January 19th, and here are your top stories. Now, Apple has revolutionized music and tablets, and now they're trying to do the same for books. At an event in New York, Apple unveiled iBooks 2 and promised to reinvent the textbook. Working with publishers, their iTextbooks will be searchable, updatable, and include rich multimedia integration, and will cost only $15. But they also showed off iBook Author, a free desktop app which gives anyone the ability to easily self-publish ebooks of their own, which means we should expect to see some pretty awesome fan fiction on the e-shelves in the coming months. Now, as you know, the internet went on strike yesterday to protest the controversial anti-piracy legislation being considered in D.C. Now, guess what?
What?
It worked, yeah. Google says over 4.5 million people signed their anti-SOPA petition, while Wikipedia says over 8 million visitors to their site contacted their elected official and, quote, shut down Congress's switchboards and melted their servers. As a result, a total of 35 senators are now voicing their opposition to the Protect IP Act, including 7 co-sponsors, with even more leaning towards opposing the bill. So with SOPA support already bottomed out, many are now saying it's highly unlikely that its companion bill, PIPA, will pass the Senate vote scheduled for next Tuesday.
Yeah.
But don't celebrate too soon, because earlier today, as Kevin was saying, the feds shut down Mega Upload in what's being called one of the biggest anti-piracy crackdowns ever. Federal agents in New Zealand arrested the file-sharing site's founder and several colleagues, alleging they were complicit in violating U.S. piracy laws. In a statement, the Justice Department said Mega Upload was costing copyright holders $500 million in lost revenue from pirated movies and other content, which begs the question, if the site was taken down and U.S. agents were able to hop over to New Zealand and arrest people supposedly guilty of online piracy, then why do we need SOPA and PIPA in the first place? Just a thought. But that's not all. Only a few hours ago, elements of hacktivist group Anonymous retaliated and took down, among others, the Department of Justice website. Looks like Anonymous is not amused. And finally, we have an exclusive clip from George Lucas's Red Tails, so strap in and get ready for some dogfighting.
Here we go, Lightning.
Right behind you. Where did this jackass come from? Let me show you a little trick I learned. Woo! Ha ha!
Red Tails lands in theaters tomorrow. I'm Sarah Underwood, and you've just been fed. Now over to you guys.
We're so excited!
Thank you, Sarah!
Woo! Thanks, Sarah. Right now, it's time for another thing we found on the internet that was interesting.
I
was trying to find it.
Oh, I thought you had your stim pads back on. Here's a commercial made on spec for a new kind of Jolly Ranchers candy.
It gets weird.
Yep.
You look like you want to eat me, Charlie. May I propose you try new Jolly Rancher Crunch and Chew instead? Crunchy hard shell with the chewy inside, kind of like me. Only more fruit flavor.
Hey, man, you still talking to that bird?
Don't you touch me, Charlie, or you will regret it.
My milk. Au revoir, Charlie. I'm gonna get you, turtle.
Nothing like that has ever happened to me after eating a Jolly Rancher.
You gotta try the salvia flavor. That's the thing.
Oh,
Let it dissolve.
Got it.
You'll be good.
Got it. Hey, y'all. Smile for the camera. Yeah, like that, like that. No, not like that.
Oh.
The HTC Amaze is a T-Mobile 4G phone that is about 5 inches long.
Look at that.
I know, look at it. Woo! Less than half an inch thick, weighs only 6.1 ounces, but it feels pretty heavy.
It feels a little heavy, and does it feel,
wanna try?
what do you think? Does it feel solid in your hands? Does it feel like a device that's packed with technology, or does it feel like Fisher-Price My First Smartphone?
In between.
Yeah, I agree. It's right in the middle. It's got an HDMI output, but you'll need an adapter for it, kind of on the meh side, but there we go. But I guess the HTC meh is not as good as the Amaze. So there they go. I'm all for companies trying to name their phones something other than the XJ519-B or whatever,
Yeah.
but you know, just because you say it's amazing, well, you really got to prove it. It's got 16 gigs of internal memory, a micro SD slot upgradable to 32 gigs in total. Those are some specs for you. There you go.
The phone has a 4.3-inch HD LCD touchscreen, but it's not as bright compared to other phones.
It's not, and the resolution isn't as great. 540 by 960, which means if you're staring at the screen, you will notice some pixelation. Basically, it's not as crisp as the iPhone screen or anything like Samsung. They have their super AMOLED screens. Those are really bright and crisp. This one just not
so much.
as bright or crisp.
Now, the Amaze runs on Android's Gingerbread and has Snapdragon processor, which means it's fast, right?
It does, yeah, right. There's two 1.5 gigahertz processors inside of this thing. It's got HTC's Sense 3.0 overlay on top of Gingerbread. And the touchscreen, as you can see there, it feels responsive. You get a little bit of that Android lag, but I don't think that's necessarily...
I know about that Android lag.
Boy, don't we all, huh?
I knew about that.
It's so inconvenient, like someone who pees in your pool. You should be... I just want people who only watch the tech review to know that you pee in pools. You should be able to run multiple apps without a problem, which is nice. Here's the phone launching Angry Birds, and if you'll notice, it's next to this little phone called the iPhone 4S. The iPhone is still a little bit faster, but not too bad on the HTC Amaze side of things.
It's not that much faster, but it is faster, Kevin.
That is correct, Candace Bailey.
I know, Kevin Pereira. We tested the phone with everything turned on and noticed a significant battery drain just after 3 hours.
Yeah, on T-Mobile's network, it's a 4G network. It ran the speed tests around the office. We came up with an average of 10 megabits per second down, 0.9 megabits on the upload side of things. That's decent. In terms of 4G speeds, that's good, and it's 10 times faster than actual regular 3G. So it's good, but again, these features, especially the 4G, they're a battery drain. You're going to lose a lot of battery if you're downloading a lot of stuff at high speed.
That's true, Kevin. Now, the T-Mobile boasts that the Amaze has really cool camera features and comes with 8 megapixel rear and 2 megapixel front cameras. Stop laughing.
I'm not. Sorry, that was hard to stop laughing. Overall, here's the thing. HTC wants this to replace your point-and-shoot camera. They've done their best to get it to that point. Outdoors, images look very sharp, but if you're looking at those flowers or that turtle there and saying, that looks a bit muted, yes, we thought the exact same thing. Indoors, there's a touch of grain.
Oh, touch?
Yeah.
That's a huge touch of grain.
Yeah, well, it was foggy in our morning meeting room. Here, you got your standard night macro, auto features. There's a burst shot that'll take 5 photos in quick succession. There's even a smart shot feature, which will take 5 photos of the same object or the same scene, and it will compile the best attributes, if it can find a good attribute, and it will cram it all into the same photo. They're cool software.
I didn't notice the difference.
Yeah, look, here's the thing. They're nice software features to have out of the box, but this isn't anything you couldn't find on any other smartphone if you paid $1 for an additional application. You can get burst mode and you can get those other things.
Now, it also shoots 1080p video, but we noticed a lot of digital noise when shooting outdoors.
There's not even a fountain there. That's just pure noise.
And indoors, the footage looks soft and grainy.
It does. Yeah, and there's that sort of weird hazy look. Not in the people, yes, but in like the room overall, it sort of tends to blow out light in a weird way. I'm not quite sure why, but that's what the video looks like.
All right, you can get the HTC Amaze for $179 with a T-Mobile contract. So at that price, what are we rating it?
We're actually giving it a 3 out of 5. It's a relatively fast 4G Android phone. The camera features are nice. They're not great. Design-wise, we'd recommend that you spend a little bit more money. Get the Galaxy S2. It's another 4G phone. It's a little slimmer and has a better display and battery life.
All right.
That's it.
That is it for today's Gadget Pr0n. But if you have a gadget you'd like to see us rate, email us at gadgetpr0n@g4tv.com. Good news, drunkies.
Oh, what?
There's an all-new episode of Campus PD on Tuesday at 10 p.m.
Oh, that's great news.
Yeah.
This week, an officer investigates an unpaid lap dance tab, huh? We've all been there.
Have we?
Yeah.
To join the party, visit facebook.com/campuspd. Stay tuned. Jeremy Allen White from Shameless will be here live.
I think we're going to shock him.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, that's
with the stem
yeah.
it's specific. Oh, finally, we got a family so dysfunctional that it makes ours look relatively normal.
So Ethel's been helping us out. You know, she told you about that kick-ass worm she's been using on her tomatoes?
Yeah.
Well, it works so good, we decided to use it on this year's crop. You know how I usually grow a couple plants, get us through the summer?
Holy
Exactly.
Wait, so what's the problem?
Forgot about the electric bill. We need $9 grand or they're gonna shut the power off to the building.
Isn't it wonderful? Mr. Kevin is going to help all the old people who are going blind.
Please welcome Jeremy Allen White to the program, everybody. Kudos to the props guys, man. That looked like from what I've been told, that looked like a very real hydroponic grow up there.
Yeah, they did a really great job, but it didn't, we knew, obviously, it didn't smell, there was no one was trying to steal it. But yeah, it was all, it was falling apart constantly. It was kind of memory foam. Right. Use that word, and you'd kind of there were 4 pieces for one plant, you had to stick it in, and later on in the episode, we're kind of all putting it into trash bags, and it kept falling apart, which I hear, doesn't happen when you're dealing with real pot plants.
I wouldn't know. I haven't personally seen one or experienced one, but what about yourself? Is it medicinal grade at this point, or is it just recreational?
No, never.
Never?
Never.
I don't believe that for half a second.
Why is that?
Huh?
Why?
Just because I want to believe that everybody else has the same vices as I do. Allegedly. Allegedly. I want to believe I'm not the only one in this world. That's all. You have wires coming from your arm, which that is not from a parole officer.
No.
That is not to shock you if you admit to substance abuse on our show. That is because you saw our Jenga challenge.
I was really jealous.
And said you want in.
Yeah, I wanted in. They've tested it on me already, and it's so bizarre. It doesn't really hurt. It's just knowing that I can't control my arm is kind of horrifying
to me. It's unnerving. It's not a painful thing. It's just the loss of control,
Very
the
bizarre.
sense that it's not there. Yeah.
I tried to keep my arm still, and it wasn't Wasn't happening for me.
So we're gonna, in just a couple seconds, we'll head on over to the Jenga Tower.
Great.
And see if you can manage. But first, got to talk Shameless. We're all huge fans here.
Oh, good.
Really
Thank you,
love
guys.
it.
Awesome.
Particularly love your character. I heard at first that Lip wasn't you weren't really particularly drawn to him.
No, you know what? I was excited about up until the last kind of screen test for Showtime. I was reading both for the roles of Ian and Lip. And you know what? I think I was partial to Ian at the time because I just thought I had a better chance. I had screen tested for this show, United States of Terra, that was on Showtime for a gay teenager. And I was like, Showtime really wants me to play a gay teenager on their network. And so I was like, I'm going to do it for him. I'll do it. But, you know, they ended up, you know, having me play Lip, and I don't think I could have been happier. They made the right decision. It's been really great for me.
And I love that you're an actor's actor, because I read interviews where you talk about how you could be reading a book on your couch and you'll, that reminds me of something about Lip. It reminds me of something about this character.
It's exciting. We had so much time where we didn't know what was happening. You know, I guess that goes with all television. We did the pilot, and there was, you know, like 4 months of nail biting. And so I tried to keep myself as kind of in character, I guess, as I could in that time, just in case we did come back.
I'm so sorry for everybody around you.
Right, no, I know.
What does that mean? Does that mean you just punch people randomly at the checkout?
No, you know what? People
or?
Punch me more often.
That is true. Yeah, you do get the short end of that
I get But no, you know, I misspoke a little bit. I guess it was more just that, you know, Lip was in my thoughts, you know, a lot of the time.
Yeah. And so on the show, obviously, how method are you with the character? Because, I mean, he is in your mind, but you went to Alcoholics Anonymous meetings, right? I
did. That was part of what I did kind of after we'd done the pilot. You know, I thought it'd be interesting to explore. I don't have any alcoholics in my family, or they hide it really well. I don't know. But so I was kind of curious. I wanted to hear some stories, and I kind of went. And I remember I went twice, and the second time I went, they tried to get me speak, and I kind of got a tear going in my eye and was acting like it's too much. I'm not ready. You know, I'm not. I don't want to do this yet. You know, maybe the third time, and there was never.
And there's no third time.
So,
yeah, that's all right. That's all right.
Yeah.
But if they could see you now, as you're about to be electroshocked and play Jenga, they would be angry.
They would be angry.
But it's fine. Yeah. All right. Should we do this? Should we get to the Jenga match?
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's happen. All right. So you have the device on you.
I have the device.
You can turn it on.
I'm
put it up to whatever number you want.
I'm gonna give it to you.
I can make a suggestion. I'd say 6 or higher is really.
You know what? I was feeling good at 5, but you know.
Yeah, we don't want you feeling good during this. We want absolute pain and anguish.
I did watch this, but how is Jenga played?
You knock out this really isn't about the Jenga.
It's not
this is
about
more
the Jenga at all,
pain.
I know.
But the idea is to knock out a block without knocking the tower down and put the block on top.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
Well,
wow.
well,
Okay, I can verify. That's good to go.
Yeah,
You're
we're
good
just
to
gonna
go.
do
Here,
that.
I'll hold this for you.
All right, so.
I'm so tempted. I shouldn't be this close to the knob.
I can't use this other.
There you go. Nope. One hand. You got it. This. All right, try to piece it. You can put it back together if you want.
All right. No, I don't want to do that.
All right. You got 15 seconds on the clock. 15 seconds. Come on now. Okay.
What am I doing?
You got it. Place it on top. Place it on top. Done. You nailed it. No, that is success here. I'll let you. I don't want to clock it the wrong way.
You did that, didn't you?
I did, yeah, and it was not fun at all.
No, absolutely not.
Wow, congrats. Apparently, I sucked the most at Jenga. Thanks for that. Jeremy Allen White, everybody. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Good. You guys can watch Shameless this Sunday night on Showtime.
Yes.
And now, over to Candace.
Well done. That is a lot harder than it looks. Kate Beckinsale, pretty badass, right? Yeah. So let's look at why the vampires of Underworld Awakening are far superior to other vampires. Attack, disassemble! Whether it's Twilight or True Blood, it seems like most vampires are obsessed with smushy love stuff. But in Underworld Awakening, they just want to kick ass! Celine's a leather-clad death dealer who wields not one, but 2 Berettas. And instead of being torn between the love of 2 suitors, she's hell-bent on avenging her family. Moral of the story? Do not mess with this vampire. And screw glittery shirtless dudes. These vampires do not have time to bare their washboard abs and bask in the sun. That's because they're busy dodging vicious, mutated werewolves, And let me tell you, they do not play nice. In other words, these vampires are no Capes Draculas or Wimpy Edwards. They have cojones. And you know what's way more scary than a werewolf? The superhuman mutated werewolves known as Lycans. The Lycans of the Underworld have superhuman strength, speed, and regenerative ability superior to any vampire trying to take them down. Oh yeah, and they can go all Spidey and climb walls too. These are the bad guys Celine and company have to defend themselves against, which means that the vampires of Underworld Awakening are vastly superior to their blood-sucking counterparts. I rest my case. Stick around, more Attack is next.
Let's see if this thing works. Let's go max power.
Coming up on Attack of the Show. The new Spartacus himself, Liam McIntyre, drops by with insane violence and gratuitous nudity in Spartacus Vengeance. Then smoking hot thief Genesis Rodriguez from Man on a Ledge will be here to steal all our diamonds and our hearts. Plus, Jessica Chobot gets a rad job at toy maker Gentle Giant and helps design a custom Hulk. Then Chris Gore plays Buy, Rent, or Pass with Real Steel and 50/50 on DV Tuesday. And Gore visits Liam Neeson to learn about wolf punching in The Gray. See it starting Monday.
Okay, thoroughly interesting show today.
Yes, fun show.
Before we wrap things up, Miss Candace Bailey has an announcement.
That's right, y'all. I got an email address.
She got her first email address.
So if you need any advice or have any questions I can maybe answer for you, all you have to do is email me at candypants99@hotmail.com.
You have a Hotmail address?
Yeah, I got a sweet hookup, y'all. At Microsoft, so it was totally free.
If you guys at home want to send an email to Candace, there's the address. candypants99@hotmail.com. Wow.
Yeah.
Are you going to answer the questions on the show? Is that how that's going to work?
I think so.
Okay, good.
Yes, I am. Thanks to Jeremy Allen White, Chris Gore, Sarah Underwood,
And thanks to the
Kevin
shocker.
Pereira. Not that shocker.
What? The one with the biceps.
Oh, yes.
That was fun.
Yes.
That was a lot of fun.
Thanks to the shocker.
Make sure you tune into the weekend edition because you're going to see more behind-the-scenes awesomeness with that shocker.
Yeah.
The Grundle may or may not be involved.